Hey foodies, how you doing? Let's make a simple but delicious roasted chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some delicious garlic butter to get in that chicken. So I have half a stick of softened butter. I have 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, about a tablespoon of fresh thyme, and then I minced about 5 or 6 garlic cloves. So just mix all of this together. If you want to, you could add spices to this, but today I'm just going to leave it as is and I'll do the spices separately. You want to get about a 3.5 to 4 pound roasting chicken, and we are going to do it spatchcock or butterfly, right? So I'm going to cut out the backbone. You can leave the backbone on the baking tray seasoned and cook it with the whole chicken, or you could put this down for some soup or broth or stock later. So you're just removing the backbone by cutting on either side with very sharp scissors, and this will help to cook the chicken more evenly. I find that when you cut the chicken like this too, it just helps you to access inside a little bit easier, so you get to apply more seasoning. So you can discard that, freeze it, do whatever you want with it. Of course, we do need to clean up the chicken. So you would do the usual where you remove the excess fat and all of that. But we're going to be cutting right in the center here. Don't cut all the way through, okay? And then this is going to allow the chicken to rest even flatter. So flip that over and then you can press down and you'll see the chicken is going to be flat. Open it up and press down. And there you go. Sometimes I do forget. However, whenever you're doing a roast chicken like this, it's always best to tuck the wingtips behind the breast because it just helps to prevent it from burning too quickly. All right. Chicken is good to go. If you want to rinse it with some cold water and some lime juice and pat dry it, you can do that at this point. And then it's time to season. So we're going to get a baking tray, put some parchment paper on there, and then a baking rack, a wire rack. All right. I'm doing this because I don't want the chicken to sit in its juices because I'm trying to get some of the skin a bit crispy. But you don't have to, okay? You can sit it in the juices if you want to. You also want to go in and, slide your finger underneath the skin just to release some of the skin from the flesh because we're going to put the butter along with some seasoning inside. So do that all over and then you're going to mix your seasoning. In the bowl, I have salt and pepper. I also have some paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder. Mix that together. And if you want to add things like Cajun spice, you can do that. But I'm trying to make, just a regular roast chicken that you can add your sauces to if you want to, or you can use it for salads or meal prep, right? So just sprinkle that seasoning all over the underside and rub it in. Then you're going to flip it over and do the same thing under the skin. So you're going to lift the skin of the breast and the leg and the thigh and just rub those same powdered seasonings underneath the entire chicken. The next step is to put that garlic butter underneath the skin. So we have the powdered seasoning under there already. Now you're going to use a spatula and just push that butter underneath. And it's easy to get it down there. You can use your hand and just press and push the butter until it gets underneath the skin for the drumsticks and the other parts. All right, here we go. Well seasoned under the skin and the underside, and then you can see the butter peeking through the skin there. Now the next step is to coat this with olive oil and then put some more of that mixed seasoning. Now remember that I'm keeping it simple. I'm doing salt and pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, because I didn't want the chicken to be a specific flavor. For example, Cajun or Creole or jerk. All right, I want this to be used for a variety of things. So that's the kind of roast chicken we're making. All right. You want to make sure that your oven is preheated to 475 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to put this in the oven and we're doing that for 30 minutes at 475. Then you're going to switch to 400 and bake for another 50 minutes. And here's our roasted chicken. It is smelling amazing. You have some juices in the bottom of that baking tray. You're going to make sure you serve the chicken with those juices or use them to make a gravy. What I like about this method is you do get some crispiness. It's not completely crispy. It's not fried chicken, right? But you do get some crispness and it is flavorful and just tender. Well, this roast chicken is perfect for meal prep. You can use it for salads, you can use it for dinner, you could even use it in sandwiches. Let me know what you think once you try the recipe. Remember to check the description box for the list of ingredients. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.